Yeah, Putin is watching us. Putin. Record, motherfucker.
Invented people are there's it's like an ultimate fuck you to the criminal. Like
there's nothing you can do.
No, flying by, and you're just like bow.
You ever rode on a rim? Like you ever had a flat tire trying to ride a rim?
Not all the way down the rim, but pretty close.
If you had one's pretty hard, because I've done it.
Mm-hmm.
4, you're not. You're not getting away.
Well, if you're going there, some of these people were going like 90 miles an hour, and they hit those spike strips and just like, wow. Like if you're a cop and you're doing that, you're just like, well, if he dies, he dies. Like that's.
You think the cop really cares?
No, they don't care.
Like,
no.
If you're a straight criminal running, they're like, God, I probably hope like less to deal with.
Yeah, less paperwork.
Call the coroner, bag him up, and send him out.
We didn't see nothing here, sir. How many people do you think get killed by like police or government? And they just go undocumented. You know what I mean? Like homeless people and shit, or like.
Let's do yearly.
There's no way to know for sure, but.
I'd say over under 10,000. I'd say under 10,000, but over 5,000.
Yeah, I would think so too.
I think it's an alarming number.
Yeah, you
got to think like drug dealer, like guys, people with no family, like maybe a drug dealer that's just pissing this cop off. He's like, dude, fuck this dude. I'm gonna fucking take this guy out.
Like, no, his family won't say anything because they don't want to be caught up in it too. Like,
right? Because he's like, I'll fuck you. Like you're not gonna win against the police department, which is a kind of a scary thought.
Yeah.
Like if cops came here right now and was like, you know what? There was somebody said something. Well, I was watching a podcast and they had a guy talking about the CIA. They was like, if they want to frame you, they'll just put like kiddie porn on your computer,
right?
Or they'll do something crazy and make you look like a piece of shit.
There ain't shit you can do.
There ain't shit you can do about it.
Because you're not gonna beat. You can't beat the system. Yeah. You ain't gonna beat the system. Yep.
And once you realize you're in the machine, it's the best life you'll ever live, dude. It's the people who don't know it.
I'm glad that see that's why I wouldn't.
Now we're talking, dude. Get me into that machine talk.
I wouldn't even take the risk of like fucking with some crime like that because even if you do something small, they could find something big to put on you, and you're like done. Yeah.
And say you're making a bunch of money doing it, they're gonna want some of that money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it sounds like a miserable crime. Sounds like honestly a miserable life.
The government's the biggest drug dealers we got, dude. Just
hey, say it once, I'll say it again.
Oh damn!
It's leaking fuel. Oh my god, dude!
So I don't think he's getting that truck back.
What if that dude's blackout drunk right now? Look, they're letting him get all close. He's like, I
know there's not
X-Men are communicating with me.
Probably should check this guy out before you just let him walk around and shit.
Right.
Next to that truck about to explode.
This was either the early 2000s or the late 90s. They were like, sir, if you want to try to flip it back over, it might still run.
It's the only thing I got.
We gotta quit watching television. we have a lot of explanations.
Nobody knows what's going on.
It might be the best. You can see it's obviously cops in the mirror. You can see a little bit of it.
if we get the podcast on, cops is on.
Heard that.
You would think that this show would be enough evidence to be like, hey, maybe police are a little fucked up, but no. Mm-mm. It's been on for a long time, and
32 years, probably 32 seasons, 35 seasons.
Is this the longest running TV show ever? Like, is this?
It might be. Bitch, it might be.
Whoever made that.
Is it?
What you want? What you going? He's got to be rich as fuck by now, unless they signed a bad deal.
What's the band's name? What you want? What you wanna do?
It's like a reggae band or a ska band or something.
I got 2 questions to put in here.
I got 2 questions for you.
Running TV show series. Generating The Simpsons.
Oh yeah,
The Simpsons.
That makes sense. But this got to be right after the Simpsons though. Like this shit has been on forever.
Here, I got a list. Bert and Ernie. That was just a
picture. Yeah, Sesame Street, dude. They've been on forever too.
Yeah, they've been on since
just
the beginning of
same characters
America.
The whole time.
General Hospital, Guiding Light. A lot of these are
Soap
Days of Our Lives. Yeah, As the World
soaps.
Turns, Sesame Street, The Young and the Restless, Saturday Night Live. Oh yeah. One Life to Live, Romper Room, All My Children, Bugs Bunny Show. God damn.
Do soap operas start like actors and actresses make a lot of money?
I've never heard of one, so I wouldn't know. Besides Stephen A. Smith.
I mean, there's some people that have been on the same show for like 20 years.
Yeah, that's their. I'm probably. I don't know.
You just
make like $20 an hour.
I mean, honestly, not a bad gig though. Except, because you accept at a certain point that that's just who you are. You're a soap opera actor.
They probably love it.
Yeah,
they probably they're definitely into it, man.
What's her name? What's that show? Grey's Anatomy. The girl that plays the main character. She basically said like, I got a steady job. Like I'll do this shit forever. Like whatever.
It's not like they're doing any real work.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything.
Yeah, especially for
they should reverse all roles and let like actors and actresses make the $25-$30 an hour and give the huge salaries to just regular workers.
Yeah,
like
the crew people and stuff.
Because what do you do? Like you are entertaining, sure, but what's that worth? Honestly, what's
selling your name, man? It's a name.
I guess. I mean, back then when you had to buy DVDs and stuff and buy movies, I guess. I mean, you still do, but
even the actors and actresses ain't making shit compared to the studios and the producers and shit. Like,
yeah, but they're still
they're still making more than those.
None of them seem like they're having a good time with life.
Still making more than that guy standing there for 12 hours a day holding that fucking mic up.
Right.
Like
they don't make that. See, that's the thing is like, so you got like say Brad Pitt. Then you got the cameraman, then you got the sound people, then you got the director, and then you got the studio. Like they're all making a crazy difference in money.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Yeah,
you could be recording Brad Pitt, hanging out with him, and you're making probably $20 an hour.
Right?
Maybe if you're because a cameraman probably ain't making shit.
No. I
know for the news and stuff, like local news is they're probably making $15-$16 an hour, $17 an hour.
It's horrible.
Maybe, and that might not even be.
You probably gotta go to school for that shit too, and like be the journalism and stuff.
The anchors and stuff, they're making probably in between 20 and 30, like locally.
It's still not great though.
Oh, they don't. A lot of them quit to do other things.
Yeah, I'm sure. Plus, now with the social media and shit, anybody's a fucking journalist. Like everybody can, and you can create a news site if you want to. Like
the local news. Like if you're watching the local news, you're strictly watching that just to watch it. You're not. You don't need any information from that.
No. You're like 70 years old. It's on like you have to have an antenna or cable.
You can watch all the sports. No, it's hard to get high school sports anywhere. It's very hard to find like a feed of high school sports. So you'd get a live feed.
Right, but I mean like you can't like
you can check the scores, sure.
It's one of those things where if you don't have cable or local TV, like nobody's watching high school sports now. You can't like get on the internet and pirate high school sports.
That'd be sick, dude.
Why would you
have them coming up and you'll be ready to know who's getting drafted, who's getting the.
I don't care about all that.
I'm not doing all that shit.
No, I don't even follow the NBA that much anymore. Except when the playoffs come, I'll watch it. But
yeah, I wish I could gamble. I wish I wasn't scared to gamble because then I would follow it. But if I don't have an interest in it, I'm not really.
Sometimes I'll put like 50 cents in the app and I'll just like find a bunch of like random like
parlays,
like Division 4 games, and I'll put a bunch of parlays.
A lot of people do that I know.
Yeah,
you all right.
I've never won yet.
So, yeah, exactly. that. Imagine putting like $200 on something, and you just sit there like, "Damn, I just put $200 on."
Yeah, my anxiety would be so high.
Well, half of them are gambling. They're gambling on themselves at this point. Like it's so easy. If I played basketball, I've said this often. I'll call you, "Hey, what's my over under on 3-pointers?" And you'd be like 5. I'd be like, "All right, I'll make 4."
But you get caught though. You're done.
Yeah, that one dude got caught. He's done.
Well, he was like a 8th on the bench too, like so he would like
come in and shoot a 3.
Like people were trying to, from what I read, what's the dude's name? Something Porter or something.
Yeah.
But he would like just give the money to somebody else to place the bets, obviously to try not to make a paper trail. But people would like make like parlays with like regular
all him,
like, and then they just throw his name in there like under whatever points. Yeah. He's like, duh, he's not gonna score any points, like.
And then he would go in there and like just throw the ball out of bounds. Oops.
It's a little obvious there, buddy. But you're like, I don't understand. Like if I was a bench player in the NBA, if I was making like $400,000 a year or whatever, like just chill out, dude. Like what do you know what I'm saying? Just
you would think, yeah.
But you're 18 years old, you get that much money. You're like, I can make more money.
Maybe some of it's like ego. So you're in the NBA and you go around your friends and like, oh, you're in the NBA. You got to be banking. You're making $200,000, maybe not even $100,000.
Yeah. And
you're on the bench in the NBA, and they're like, wait, you're in the NBA, dude. Why are you driving a fucking Ford Taurus or something?
Right. Plus,
we never see you on TV, nigga. Like, come on, what you doing? Because like that's how your family, like that's how your friends and stuff. Like you aren't even playing, dude.
Yeah.
I'll get to you.
A lot of them like also didn't have no money before they got in the NBA, so it's like you give them a little money and they got this person to take care of, this person to take care of, this person asking for money, like,
and they'll do it. Mm-hmm. You feel bad, like you think you wouldn't do it, but they'll somebody will get you. Some
Yeah.
girl, somebody will get you.
Yeah.
Unless you're iron and you just stay in your house and don't do anything, somebody's gonna get you.
Did you see the other day Deion Sanders was like insulting his players because they let him like fail their like exams or whatever, and he was like, "You motherfuckers think you're gonna go to the NFL? Like, you motherfuckers think you're gonna go to the NFL? Like, just shitting on him." Like,
I mean, that's what you should be doing. I think.
Yeah,
I think kids need a. They don't need to be like given an easy path. I don't think it does anything.
Well, I mean, a lot of those big names, even like when I was in high school, like remember Travis Walton?
Yeah,
I know teachers would like change his grades and shit. 'Cause he was like
a
a high school star. I'm like, this dude's.
But where's he at now?
I think he's like a trainer for Michigan State or something. He's definitely not in the NBA.
Exactly.
So,
there's not to say that you won't make it. They're not all make like but
the odds are astronomical.
Yeah, there's only one Tom Brady. There's only one Patrick Mahomes. There's not. Look at the rest of the league around Tom Brady all those years. Yeah, there were some solid dudes. They couldn't even make it, and then there was maybe 4 other solid ones, and then how many teams is there? 32?
In the NBA?
No, in the NFL.
32, yeah.
Yeah, so you got 1 great, 5 right under him, and then a bunch of jabronis, dude. Dude,
Yeah.
The Rock is coming back to wrestling as straight to the top dog, and he's been at the top for 40 fucking years.
Yeah, the final boss.
Or no, it had to be closer to 20 to 30 because I remember him. So
it was like 94 or 5 when he started, right? That's crazy. I mean, he was like Rocky Maivia then or whatever, but
Rocky, die.
Did you watch WrestleMania?
I've been clipping it, yeah.
Yeah. It was pretty entertaining, honestly.
They're really stepping up. Like whoever's running that thing did the smartest thing they could have did was just make everything as crazy as possible to distract.
Well, I think low key Vince was holding them back. Like now that he's gone, like they got a little more creative power and stuff. Yeah. Like it's starting to get exciting again. I think. Yeah, he was. Like they don't. He would because that dude loved his fucking weird storylines and stuff. Like it's like
kind of rapey story.
Yeah, rapey, racist.
Racist. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you were like at the bottom of the card or a mid card, you were never getting nowhere because he was just gonna leave your ass there the whole time until you got tired of it.
Or if you pissed him, if you did anything stupid.
Yeah. He would shit on your head in the threesomes or something.
With Brock Lesnar. What kind of weird shit was that, dude? You got Brock Lesnar on one end and Vince McMahon's 80-year-old ass on the other. What the fuck, dude? Traumatizing.
The weirdest part was he said that he would like take sex toys and name them after wrestlers.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the,
I don't know if that, dude. I don't know if that's all true. I don't know.
It might not all be true, but
like hundreds of people coming out. You got Vince McMahon with like one person came out.
I don't know. It's more than one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It's like people. There's god damn. Yeah. There's a bunch of people like a bunch of girls came out after that. They've been saying it for a long time now. I mean, that one like old referee that killed herself or whatever. That he like sent over to the troops or whatever, and she got like gang raped
by the troops.
Yeah.
I can see that, man.
But and then he was just like super a dick to her about it, and like.
Shut up. You serve this country. Just think of it that way. You serve this country with your pussy.
Like that dude's straight up like a supervillain.
Yeah. Damn, I didn't know he was that shitty.
All these Diddy, Vince McMahon.
You think Trump's that shitty?
I don't know if he's that shitty. I think he might be too stupid to be that shitty. Like he just don't really know what's going on.
Or too smart to be that shitty.
Maybe he's doing all this financial stuff right now because he doesn't want to get caught for the other shit. Like he's like, I'll take the fall for this, but.
Come here and let me see what you look like. Come closer. I don't want to stand up. My back hurts. Yeah. Did you see that guy set himself on fire?
Yeah. What?
So there's a lot of people and I know you're not on TikTok and stuff, but there's a lot of people saying like he wrote a manifesto and he was justice warrior and we need to revolt and stuff. I'm like, setting yourself on fire is not a revolt. That's an idiot, very stupid, silly thing to do.
Yeah.
It's no one like I guarantee you, no one in the courtroom somebody did. If you think about it, somebody did that like a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
The same exact thing, and who was it? Nobody knows.
And all they care about somebody. Okay, yeah, you set yourself on fire. That'll be news for like 3 days, but nobody cares why you did it or anything. Like
he did it for Bitcoin. So I browsed the manifesto because I'm thinking, oh, maybe this is some serious stuff.
Mm.
He's saying that Bitcoin is a Ponzi scheme to steal everybody's money, but brought up by all the big banks and stuff to distract you. So you take all your money out of one place and put it in these things, and they're going to drop out.
Mm-hmm.
Bitcoin is all funded by the public. It's not the government won't even touch it. They're just now getting into it because they don't understand it.
Right.
So this dude did that for no apparent. That was his reasoning, was some financial, basically that the government's just going to become a whatever the fuck it is,
totalitarian or whatever.
Whatever dude. He was a fucking. He was retarded, dude. Like that dude was an idiot, dude. If he was burning himself right there, I'd be like, what the fuck is this clown doing?
Then he survived, didn't he?
Yeah.
So now
I hope he goes to jail. I hope he goes to prison.
Now he's just like burnt as fuck, and he's like got nothing to show for it.
Yeah, there's this bizarre thing that. Yeah, I guess your rent is going up, and the government's kind of fucking you.
Yeah,
but that's not a secret.
Right.
That's not a.
We're all in the same boat, buddy.
Yeah,
I'm not setting myself on fire.
But a lot of people are like, well, I just don't want to work. I don't want to. What do you call that? I don't want to be a slave. You're not a fucking slave. Slaves don't go home to their families and like watch TV and drink and can go to the grocery store and no, you're lazy. That's all there is to. That's all there is. That's all it is.
I get it to a certain extent. Like obviously, wages need to go up for a lot of things, but like. Compared to these fucking other countries, dude, they got these kids working in these factories and shit.
I'm trying to think of one other country that's even close besides maybe Canada and the UK.
Yeah,
that's it.
Even they got shit going on too. They just like
China sucks. Japan might be okay. Canada, UK, Japan, and the United States.
Yeah,
there's no other civilized country.
Well, I mean, civilized, yeah, but like I know what you mean though. Like it's
no, like civilized, not having a war, like just shitty.
Yeah.
There's not one. I don't know.
No, there's never going to be a war on American soil, probably, unless it's like a nuclear war.
If there ever is, that'll be like the last of. That'll be the end.
Yeah. And we're keep giving all this money to all these other fucking countries. Like, why do we care,
dude? That shit is just so. I mean, I don't get paid enough, but still.
Yeah.
I make it work.
Make it work.
I make it work, dude. I don't know what else to tell you. Get off your fucking Gen Zs or whatever the fuck. Get off your ass and get to work.
This is the Boomer Podcast.
This is the Boomer Boys. We're the Boomer Boys.
Pickleball boys.
I'm a millennial. But I mean, it gets a little ridiculous. Like,
yeah, I mean, I get tired of hearing about it.
Siding with somebody who sets themselves on fire over Bitcoin is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Like, that's trying to escape something that. Granted, like, your grandpa bought his house for $20,000 and now it's worth $500,000. So.
Mm-hmm. Everybody wants to be a martyr and die for something special. And
the only thing I'll die for is this bush light, baby.
I know that's right. Our lives are meaningless, and that's okay. We're just here to.
They kind of are.
In the big picture, who fucking cares? Like,
yeah, there is no. Yeah, it's just kind of day by day, man.
Day by day.
Take it day by day. Hey.
Warmer than mother, wise like father.
What is that?
That Kim Jong-un song that I sent you.
Yeah, you want to live there? Go live there then. Yeah. Go live there because they won't
even let you in, dude.
I think they eat humans. I think they like when somebody dies, they don't have food. They don't import.
Yeah, I don't know how they don't but it's funny. Like some dude I saw on Reddit the other day. Some dude was in China and flew a drone over top of like North Korea, which you're not supposed to do. They could get China in some big trouble for that shit. But the streets were just empty. Like it was so weird. Yeah. Like there was no like
they can't. There's no there's nothing coming in there.
Yeah,
and there's nothing. They don't export anything. They don't import anything. They don't have like Time Warner or Spectrum like cable and internet.
Yeah,
what the fuck do they got?
I don't. What do they do? I want to. This sucks too because nobody can get out of there. So like you won't meet anybody. They tell the story.
The only way you can get out is take off running towards the South Korea, and you either
hopefully
get
don't
shot.
Get shot. Yeah.
I think a few people's made it.
Well,
over the years.
I want to hear their stories. They're probably scared though.
Shantish,
there could be some crazy shit going on there. We don't know. Like
there is. People have snuck. There's videos of people who've got there with cameras, and like they'll go to. So the grocery store will look. And once again, I don't know if this is real or it could be a movie set, but like a lot of YouTubers and stuff sometimes somehow get there on some kind of pass, and they have like fake cameras on them. And one went So the grocery store in the front has all this stock on it. So when you walk by at face, it looks like a grocery store.
Yeah.
You walk in and there's nothing in there. It's an empty
Harvesting
building.
organs.
Well, they don't. They're saying they're eating like horses, cat, whatever rodents they find.
Oh yeah.
Like that's their meals.
Like dogs.
Rice, whatever they can grow. Because they have. If you don't import and export, you don't have anything.
My question is like, if you're like Kim Jong Un or whoever it is, what was Kim Jong Il before? Right now it's Un, right?
Yeah.
And Kim in Asian countries, like the first name is technically the last name. Is that what it is? Something like that. Like Kim Jong is like.
Yeah, I know. In Spanish, usually the sentence is back, isn't it? Like starts with the big end, and I don't know. But
yeah,
anyway.
I can't remember.
I don't know.
But like if you're the leader of that country, like. They have that kind of confidence, dude. Just be like, yeah, this country fucking sucks, but I look real cool and like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
you're not
like
prospering
you're not even
or anything.
like, you know what? We'll start importing. Like,
yeah,
we're cool. Because this is a little place. It doesn't take. I don't think it would take much.
Right. But I would want to be the one if I was the new dictator in line. I'd be like, yeah, I'm about to make this country amazing, dude. We're gonna start importing shit, exporting shit.
I would start like sweatshops and stuff. At least they're working.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be a dictator and a shithead, just like make cell phones for America,
right?
Like China does.
What? Yeah, that's a good question. What the fuck do they make there? Like, do they have factories?
They're not allowed to. They're cut off from
they
the
don't
world.
have internet, nothing. Like
they're cut off from the world. No one.
They have to have electricity
fucks with them. Look. Russia's. Putin's this guy. China's. The teddy bear guy is crazy looking. No, they still don't fuck with that dude.
Yeah.
Like nobody fucks with that dude.
Right. That's wild, dude.
That's me in the corner. He's just sitting back there fucking.
Do you ever see that thing where there's like a golf course in North Korea, but it's like weird shaped or whatever, and it's real shitty. And he like went to play there the one time and had his staff report that he hated like every shot was like a hole in one. Like he like the best score in
Tiger Woods couldn't even do that.
The best score in history of the universe. He like had the best.
He's not the brightest. He probably never had an education. He's probably not. He just knows to be like a leader. Like
if you're the son, the next
figure.
up in that family, you just should be chilling, dude.
He killed his like uncle or something.
Yeah,
he was. Like if you fuck up one day, like you won't even know that you're gonna get killed. You're just like sleeping one day, like, well, at least I got through today.
Imagine how paranoid you'd be. Every like drink you're like, oh,
bro. I think about that often. Like different life, like how, like I always think about if I was in prison, like how like each day I just wake up and I'm like, fuck, dude, I gotta probably fight somebody or get raped. Like I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I don't.
Same thing with me.
How do you live like that?
No, I don't know, dude.
There's people that enjoy that lifestyle.
In Russia too, like if you're like if you say one bad thing, like you just happen to say
Russia though, you could, as long as Russia's pretty modern, as long as you don't go against the government.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like you like make a joke. You can't make a joke or anything. Like if you say something like that could be taken out of context, you're looking around like.
But you can still like there's like this a normal place. Like they have malls and like America. But yeah,
people can go there.
You don't have that little extra level of freedom that we got. Where you can kind of do whatever you want.
Even though I would say though too, if I was a president of the United States and stuff, everything I do, I'd be paranoid as fuck. Like somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like,
no, you're protected though. But
like,
they'll kill you. That's the thing. Like JFK, they'll like the government will just take you out.
Yeah. Or like, I mean, even after you're president, you have to have Secret Service around you all the time for the rest of your life. That's wild. Why would you want that?
You have
to be a certain kind of crazy to want to be president.
Jimmy Carter is the only one who doesn't. Because before 9/11, you could refuse it. And he was the only president to ever refuse it that I think that I know.
Didn't he just die or is he still alive?
He's still alive. His wife died, I think.
Okay, that's right.
Presidents.
But like sometimes you'll see Obama like at these talk shows and stuff like that, and you just know there's like dudes in the back just like, yeah, we got the room checked out. Like
they're always like looking like they're. I seen this video recently of Trump. He went to Chick-fil-A in Atlanta, and it was all black people, and they like loved him, right? Which most black people do love him. There's not a lot that don't. And they're like shaking his hand, like they're like, "Let us get some hats." He's like, "I'll get you guys all hats and chicken." And they're like, "Yeah," like cheering him on. And like, but you see like all these guys like looking around, turning around. That's all like all around the area,
right?
Like randomly placed.
That's just crazy to me, dude.
Refused secret presidency.
Do you remember when Key and Peele was on? And
Richard Nixon is the only president ever to do so in 1985 to relinquish his Secret Service protection in 1985. The only president ever to do so.
Well, he got impeached, so it is.
Wow. Former presidents are entitled to medical treatment at military hospitals. To a term. Wow. I'd take them. Fuck it. You can go wherever.
Yeah, Secret Service.
I'd go to bars and shit and just have them like post up. Who's driving tonight?
If you're Secret Service too, that's pretty much your whole life is just like.
Could you imagine like an ex-president? You're like, I gotta take care of Trump again today.
Yeah.
Honey. I'll be home.
You have to fucking take a bullet for them if it comes down to it. Like,
and they're not even the president anymore.
No.
They're just like fucking. He's about to go to jail. You gotta go. They said that they might like. They don't even know if they have to go to jail with him. If he goes, if he went to jail,
yeah,
like because he'd still be considered the president.
It would be crazy too, is you're working for this guy, and you're like, this guy's motherfucker's a piece of shit. You hate him, and then you're like,
Yeah.
I still gotta let myself die for him, I guess. Somebody throws a grenade, I'm jumping on that shit. Like
imagine one of Obama's Secret Service were racist or something like that. Yes, sir, whatever. He's like, fuck that guy. I hate him.
Do they have families? Does Secret Service have families? Can they go home?
Maybe you can't. Maybe there's like I'm sure there's a very high criteria.
I would make all my Secret Service guys wear like crazy masks, like luchador masks and shit, and just like
the KGB, like Putin's Secret Service.
Yeah, masked up, dude.
Like demons, dude.
That would be my.
They're on demon time. You're not getting close to Putin.
No,
that dude's been on demon
probably
time.
not great peripheral vision though. If they're trying to look out for stuff.
He's got
like,
the rest. He's got the rest covered.
Yeah.
He wears a fake arm, so he always has an arm in his coat with a gun.
Who Putin does?
Yeah, he has
Real?
like one of the arms on his jackets are a prosthetic arm connected, and then he has his hand inside of his coat.
What if it's not even for that reason? It's just to like. Fuck
There's
with
actually
people.
a video of it.
Fuck with people. It's like, oh, I'll shake my hand, swing it out.
No, well, it would be his opposite. Well, he doesn't have. He's just like, I'm not shaking your fucking hand.
I guess that's true. He
Get in
probably
the
doesn't shake
back.
hands.
Get out of here, or I'll kill you.
I'm wondering too, like, he's got to be on the verge of like dying soon. You know what I mean? Like in the next 10, 15 years.
He might be Trump's age, maybe.
Well, either way, like he could die any second, or
He just got reelected.
what? Reelected? It's a strong word.
I like Putin. I do. I like his.
I like Putin.
I like Putin.
But like, if he just decides one day, like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna be dying soon. Let's just launch these nukes. Fuck it. Like, I'm not
That's
gonna
not
know
how
about
it
it.
works, man. That's a lot to do. I guess if he really wanted to.
Yeah.
I don't think I don't know if he has that much power
What do you mean?
to destroy the world.
We'd probably shoot him down anyway. People always like
Well,
talk
there's
about
a
like
defense-
nukes and stuff,
I
but like
don't
pretty sure we had a
I
pretty
don't-
good defense
I don't
system.
know. They got to think when we dropped those two nukes, that was like what 1950s or something. That was nothing. There was no
late
technology.
40s, yeah, but
No. Hello there. See, what's for the nuke?
they didn't know about. I mean, that was the first nuke ever dropped, so they didn't even know how to protect themselves. They were just like, "What do you think that is up there?" And then all of a sudden, boom! Your whole life, you're dead, disintegrated in an instant.
That'd be the best way.
Yeah,
If I die, the only thing I don't want to be is like I said, prison, like shanked or
drown. I would want to not
I
want
don't
to
get in
drown.
water. I don't have to. I've
Yes,
already.
that's true.
I don't get on planes, so I
Plane wouldn't be that
I
bad. You'd
told my
probably die
wife.
pretty
I said
quick.
if we ever go, well, we do go on vacation, it has to be like around within a 5-hour radius, maybe 8. We can switch driving.
You just don't want
but-
to get on a plane.
Never. I will never get on a plane again. You would. There's nothing that would get me on a plane.
You were in planes all the time in the military.
That's why I'll never get on a plane. I'm done. I did as much. My luck has ran out. Your luck will run out one day. Water I don't do.
I've never been on a cruise. I don't know if I like it.
Dude, one of my coworkers just went on a cruise, and I'm like, dude, I cannot get in that sea. A lot of teenagers are jumping in the open waters now.
You see how big the fucking cruises are now, dude? Those boats are insane.
But they look miserable.
Yeah.
The food is like Golden Corral food. The drinks are watered down.
Everybody's just hammered all the time, and you're just
Yeah.
trying to sleep and just rock.
I mean, I would get tanked. Like, granted, I would get tanked.
Yeah,
dude,
for sure.
Annihilated
For sure.
at all times. But like, you can't bring weed on. You can't do much. So
Yeah, and you're in international waters. You never know pirates and shit.
Yeah, but pirates are they? They might have armed guards on them.
I'm sure they got like cop or police
Somebody
and
has a
stuff.
gun on them.
Yeah,
One person.
but people go missing on cruises all the time. Like,
How do you go missing on a cruise?
you just fall overboard. Nobody. You're drunk late at night by yourself. You just fall overboard and like, oh shit, where'd Jimmy go?
Yeah. All right. Let's.
Drones.
All right. And we back. Let's go.
Talking about Putin. Talking about
Very
drones.
government heavy episode,
Yeah, dude.
which I like. That's my.
Welcome to the Conspiracy Theory Podcast.
That's basically every podcast
Yeah,
now. But
We do love a good conspiracy
have you
theory.
ever heard a drone, like in your everyday life? Just that's not with you, that you don't know. I'm outside. I was doing something. The dogs were outside. And my kids were outside. I don't know if I was weed whacking or doing something with the garden, whatever. I kept hearing a buzz, like, but it wasn't a bug. But it was like you could, when you could feel a bug, and you're like, eh.
Yeah.
But it was like that. But it was very high. And so I'm like looking around, I'm looking up, dude, and there's like a drone keeps flying around, a real, like a, just a little drone, or they're big but little in contrast to like an airplane, and we're right by the airport, which I would think you can't do that,
Right.
But yeah, somebody was flying a drone, and it was in the neighborhood. It flew all the way to the next neighborhood, and I never seen it again.
They have cameras on them, don't they? So you can like.
So, dude, a drone can literally have a gun on it. Some of them shoot up rockets in other countries. Like that's what they use that's what Israel used, or Iran just used to try to attack Israel, or vice versa. I don't really know what's going on.
They all got
there.
shot down.
Yeah, it's a big shit going on there. But
I think they were just like fucking with them.
that's something I can't follow all that stuff. One, because I don't give a shit because I don't live there. You know what? It sucks for them, but if it happened to me, it would suck for me, and they wouldn't care. So
Yeah.
like I can only care about so much, dude. But anyway,
That's all they.
Macy Gray.
That looks
So I
like
did
Tracy.
try
Looks
to
like Tracy Chapman.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
Macy Gray. Similar.
Yeah, I wrote Fast Car, and then Luke Combs stole it from me. Now I'm living here.
Let's give Tracy Chapman her flowers.
She had that one good song, right?
She had a couple of songs, man.
Yeah, give me one reason to stay. Yeah, that was good.
That was a joke.
That was.
Just crashed the whole ass car into the
They're
house.
sitting in somebody's lawn chair that's not even their house. Yeah, I drove that in that wall, but it's not my problem.
What happened here? Well, as you can see, my car is in my house.
I thought it was a garage.
Dude, oh my! I had something I wanted to bring up. Now I gotta remember what it was. Oh yeah, dude. Okay, so do you believe in like the astrology and all that shit? Like
I believe in everything.
The horoscopes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And here, I have a reason, but go ahead.
I just when someone tells you someone tells me like that they're like super into that shit. I just.
But okay, so I'm a Gemini, right?
Yeah.
Most Geminis that I know are the same.
Well, most humans are the same.
No, different, totally different people. Somebody brought it up to me one time because, like, what are you? You would be a.
You guess what are if you know these signs, do you guess what
I don't know when your birthday is. I don't remember anything. I got 3 kids. I don't remember their birthdays.
Yeah, but you should. My personality, you don't know what I know.
I don't know. I only know Gemini. I don't
okay.
know that. Like I know Aquarius.
I'm a Leo.
And what's that mean?
I don't know. It's a lion.
But what is that? The vibe of a Leo?
I don't know.
Like the vibe of a Gemini symbol is 2 different people. So
bipolar.
Yeah, basically. Kanye West is a Gemini.
You ever see it? So
Kendrick Lamar is a Gemini. I'm a Gemini.
This reminds me of you remember the show Hard Knocks with
Walt Disney's a Gemini
with the football teams, like the Hard Knocks on HBO.
Yeah.
So the Cardinals were on there one time, and that was when
you're a Leo, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look
Cliff Kingsbury was their coach, and they were in his house, and he just like this.
Who? Kingsbury?
Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay.
He's not the coach anymore, but they were in his house and on that show, and they were walking around showing like his house, and he had this gigantic picture of a lion, and he's just like standing next to it talking, and he was like, "Yeah, this is my lion painting." He's like, "I'm a Leo, so." Like,
but look, okay,
so
Leos are known for being passionate, confident, creative, generous, warm-hearted. Bro,
I'm not super passionate.
You're
very passionate.
You are generous.
When
you
I
are
was
a generous fellow.
When I used to drink in college, I was very passionate.
You're passionate. What are you talking about?
Passion.
Okay, let's look up Gemini. Let's just look up Gemini to see if this proves right. Gemini, communicative, witty, curious, playful. I am super
playful, dude.
I'm one of the most playful dudes I know, dude. I will play with you left and right, dude. I'll play with anybody.
I'm super playful, baby. Give me this. Come here real quick. This fucking drive me nuts.
Little booger on there. Impulsive, yeah. Yeah,
dude. That's
impatient, reckless. Bro, stealing.
Maybe it's true. Maybe you're right. Maybe.
No, it is. It's one.
Read your horoscope for the day. Find your horoscope and read it.
All right.
What's it say
we'll
for
find
you?
both. So what do I type in?
I don't know. Just daily horoscope.
Horoscope today.
This is what also was weird to me. Like, why are every horoscope website has a different?
They don't.
Daily,
They're all the same.
Are
Taurus today. Oh, dude, today on 420, bruh. Gemini, this is the season to harness your incredible creative potential and pour it into all things beautiful: art, decor, food, beauty, and beyond. Think of the world as your canvas, ripe and ready for your unique touch. Dive into projects that spark joy, whether that's painting, gardening, or baking, DIYing, or curating the perfect playlist. I am curating the perfect playlist.
That's not a...
Dude, I've been curating the perfect playlist for a while, bro. And so this is right on.
That's not a horoscope. That's just advice.
Okay, what in your Leo? Let's look at yours.
It's just somebody telling you advice.
Leo, lo and behold, Leo, the gates of prosperity are being open for you. It's time to walk through the portal joyful and with the loving heart. You deserve every bit of the success and abundance you have called onto your experience. What you want to remember... Dude, I'm like 8 beers deep. What you want to remember? I had 2 before we went. 2, 4. Yeah. Anyway, I want to remember you move forward and onwards. It really does take a village. Beautiful. Remember, dude, I'm not reading this anymore. It's gonna get real gay. It does say that. It says it really does take a village, comma, beautiful, exclamation point.
Was it? Is it
say before that?
It really does take a village.
What you want to remember as you move forward and onwards.
No, I remember. I heard that part.
Colon. It really does take a village. Beautiful. So,
that's
yeah,
nice.
You might be right about that.
That's nice of them. Sarah read me one yesterday, and
does she believe in that?
No.
Okay.
But it was like between 6 and 8 p.m. tomorrow, you will have a new success. Blah blah. And I'm like, that's what we're filming the pod, dude. Maybe this is the day.
Money calling. Yeah, it's a new success,
hello?
baby.
Money calling. Pick up. You better pick up. Money calling.
Money calling. They didn't even damage the house.
Pretty impressive.
That's the Section 8 buildings. They don't go down for anything.
They've been standing for a long time.
They've been standing.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You ever watched that show, The Circle, on Netflix? It's like the reality show. You probably don't watch a lot of reality shows besides Cops.
Yeah, I love reality shows, but
yeah?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh yeah, okay. But it's it's basically all these people get put in a different apartment. Like you're by yourself in an apartment for a while, and you're like using. I don't even know how to explain it without.
It's called The Circle.
Yeah, it's like a competition to see who the last person standing is in the circle is. And you don't get to meet the other people. You just see them, their online personas. You can like catfish people. You can like pretend to be somebody else the whole time. You can like.
This sounds like a lot.
It is. It's kind of a lot. It's kind of stupid, honestly.
So they live in different apartments.
Yeah, but they're all in the same building, but they can't see each other.
But they can use the computers to communicate.
Yes.
And what are they trying to? What's the end goal?
To be the most liked, I guess. I don't know. I've never watched it till the end. Honestly, I've watched the first few episodes every
you
season.
watched it till the end. Don't lie, bro.
No, I really haven't. I don't know I don't know how it ends. I always like start watching it because my wife always likes to watch it. Then I'm like, I kind of get into it.
It doesn't really. It sounds confusing.
It is kind of confusing, honestly.
So is it like Real World? Is it like a challenge game? Is it?
It's like the real world, but like not. It's like all online. Like you're just like trying to make friends online with people in the group, and make them think that you're really who you say you are. It's weird, yeah. But anyways, the one girl on there is like a hardcore. Like she said she's a psychic and an astrologist, and I'm like, this is.
There's something. No, there's something to that. I don't downplay that.
My thing is, if you're psychics, like you're only a psychic in certain categories. Like, what do you mean? Like you can.
Yeah, you can't be. Are you only in one category in your life? You're not, working at 15 different places, are you?
But I don't claim to like know the future or anything, or like have special powers.
Man, I hate to break this to you, dude, but I'm a psychic. I think I might be psychic too.
Okay,
dude, I have dreams.
Please elaborate.
I
got dreams.
I had a dream. No, I'm not a psychic. I was just joking, but
I'm not sure. I know where you were going with that.
I mean, yeah. Sometimes I have like maybe a deja vu moment, or I'll meet somebody that's kind of a strange moment, and you're just like, why are you telling me this? Why? I think of things as, why is this happening? What should I do next that this happened? Because there's a reason. I think that it's all kind of mapped out already.
Fate.
Yeah, yep. So, for instance, like we deal with truck drivers, and usually they're dickheads. Well, I was outside smoking a cigarette or whatever at work, and this truck driver came to ask me a question about paying a bill for the trucking. And I was like, and then he started talking to me about random shit. And I'm like, why is this dude right now talking to me? What would cause this all to happen? Like, what do I do next after this?
Right.
Like, that's how I look at things like that, because there was no reason for him to talk to me about what he was talking to me about. It was about, what the fuck was he talking? He just started talking to me about, like, we shouldn't be eating, we were talking about delivering the food there. And it was we take candy and frozen food. He's like, all this shit is poison and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I didn't really care, but I'm like, why is he telling me this right now? It was like 2:00 in the morning, and I'm like, this is weird. And then I just didn't know what to do. Turns out that dude caused an accident at our site like a week later. Same dude, and I had to go talk to him again and get like all of his information. It was wild. Actually, now that I think about it,
Why are those two things related?
why was he? Usually truck drivers are dickheads. He was very nice, and then he caused an accident to where then we couldn't unload his truck because he caused one of our guys to almost die. And then I can't really get into that, but and then he it was the same dude that had talked to me before, and I had to tell him basically, we're not unloading you. You fucked up big time, by the way.
Right.
And he was all pissed off at me. And it was on 2 different shifts. One was at where I regularly work shift. And this was on a totally, there was no reason for me to be there at the time of that. We haven't had an accident like that happen in years. And it just happened with that dude when I was on the shift.
Do you think he did it on purpose because he hates candy?
No, he was delivering juice at that time, Minute Maid.
Was he okay with juice?
What?
Was he okay with juice? Like he didn't think that was poison?
He wasn't worried. He was worried about getting paid, bro.
Oh.
But he was just I don't know what he was that's the thing, is I don't really know why he was talking about this. That's beside the point. I'm just saying, is that not weird?
I mean,
I've only talked to one truck driver the entire time. I've worked at this place for 6 years.
Yeah.
Nicely, and he was probably talking to me for 20 minutes at random time in the morning, and then he happens to be the dude on at noon on a 2 weeks later at a different shift do that.
But maybe you just remembered him because you had a conversation with him. But that could have been anybody.
So it should have been anybody, but it was him.
That's not convincing me. That's just a coincidence.
I don't believe in coincidence. See, that's the difference. I don't believe in coincidence. I don't.
No coincidence. None.
If you hit a deer, my analogy has always been, if I how come all these years I've never hit a deer, but some people hit a deer and fuck their whole car up or die or whatever it may be. Maybe a deer has to be running at the same spot you're driving at a certain speed for you to hit it. Right. That's not a coincidence.
I'm super aware when I drive, though. I've never hit a deer either, but I'm always like,
okay, if you're going on the highway 70 miles per hour and a deer is way over here, you're not going to see it at night. You're not going to see it until it's up on you. Yeah. You can be as cautious as you want. I mean, you have you could probably see it coming up. You're still going to have to slam on your brakes and you're still going to hit it.
Right. I've had deer run in front of me before, but I've never hit them. But I mostly do city driving.
I mean, I've had deer run in front of me. I'm saying, so the people who do hit the deer, what are they? Are they fucking
dumb? Dude, they're dumb.
Dum-dums.
Bunch of idiots.
Fucking idiots hitting deer. Dude, next time I see somebody like on the side of the road and there's a deer in front of their car, I'm like, you fucking idiot. You should have seen it coming. Aware, yeah. You should have been more. Yeah, I am super aware. That might be it, too.
The deer are pretty big. Do you see that coming?
No, I don't believe in a coincidence, man. At all.
Yeah, well.
I don't believe in it.
Speaking of coincidences,
Coinkydinks.
This is the horrible transition. It has nothing to do with coincidences, but let's talk about this fucking this rat beef game going on right now, dude.
That might be. I could probably make something of it coincidentally. Coinkydink.
Coincidentally, I could probably.
I don't like using that word. I like to use coinkydink.
So you believe in coinkydinks, but not coincidences.
Yeah,
we're pronouncing it right. Sorry,
I believe in coinkydinks.
What's that?
Ooh, how you
doing,
girl?
What's a coincidence?
Oh, that's a coincidence. I ran into you. No. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in coinkydinks.
I'm gonna put that on a shirt, dude.
I believe this rat beef is manufactured.
Oh, it definitely is. But
it's not like a biggie. It's not like a death, like where somebody's gonna die. If Drake's involved, there's no dangers involved. Drake was a dude in a wheelchair for Degrassi for Kevin James.
Yeah, nobody's gonna die. Or same with
Keith James.
J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. Nobody's getting shot around.
J. Cole backed out. Kendrick Lamar, I still don't know what caused this, because here's the weird thing. They all have multiple songs together.
Yeah.
Like, there's Rick Ross had most of his hits are with Drake. Kendrick Lamar, Drake. I mean, Drake kind of was before all these dudes, but Drake's also not. Drake's a pop artist. He's not really a rapper, in my opinion.
But I mean, when he does want to rap, though, he can.
Yeah, but anybody can do that if you have enough training and you got somebody I don't think like Drake's just doing that all on his own. I
No,
definitely
probably
think
not.
that. He's more of a production. He's more of a like a Taylor Swift of rap.
Yeah.
Somebody. There's so many people making everything just perfect with what you do.
It's very like,
because there's not a bad. Drake's never put out really a bad.
like he's never like
It's
a bad
not for
mix.
all his songs are not for me, but they're not bad songs.
Right.
If that's how to put it.
Yeah.
His
It's like
image is perfect.
it's like it's made in a lab to be catchy, or like not necessarily catchy,
A
but
lab,
just like it's very perfected, I guess you want to say. It's like he knows what he has a formula and he just sticks to it. You know what I mean? And it just works.
Yeah. He
non-threatening to like people that don't listen to
and that
hip-hop.
formula. So you got to think the beats picked. It's kind of like Kendrick Lamar. He has his way of doing things. I don't think Kendrick Lamar's music is good at all. Personally, I think he has good songs, but I've never heard an album been like, "Oh, this shit is fire."
Yeah, people like worship him like he's like the.
I think Schoolboy Q's better than Kendrick Lamar. My personal, I like his stuff better. But
I also like that style of music better. Though. Like Kendrick Lamar makes like real
that
like
new album, that Big Stepper. Dude, that shit was trash.
No, I don't think I listened to it one time. I don't think I went back to it at all.
One song on there
No.
I could listen to.
No.
I was like, what the fuck is it? You want to be specific. You got to wake me up in the morning because my eyes have seen the blood of the giant. And
That like a music video he made where he was like Nipsey Hussle's face on his body.
creepy. Yeah,
it was
Will
real
Smith,
weird.
He was like Will Smith and everything.
Yeah.
He was just basically every black person that he could think of.
But then that Drake dropped that other song today that was he was like
Ski boop beep boop beep. Yeah, it was like weird.
It was like rapping as Tupac and as Snoop Dogg. Like he like they used AI.
Things are getting wild, bro.
Voice.
Like,
I'm
things
like,
are getting.
this is real creepy.
Do you think AI or war will end us first?
You know, I think it's gonna get to a certain point where when we can't tell if it's. You already can sometimes. You can't tell. Yeah, you already can't tell sometimes.
Like that song is I heard it and I'm like, wait, this is. Well, it didn't sound like Tupac. It sounded like somebody faking Tupac's voice.
Which is what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and then but Snoop Dogg's still alive. He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, why are you dragging me into this? That's where I was. Like, he could have just did the song.
Yeah.
You could just call. Like, you're Drake. You could have definitely hooked him up. He would have came
I
on.
think Snoop Dogg's got time for all that, dude. He's like, he's
hanging with Martha Stewart.
Yeah. He's like just chilling in his house. Like I don't got time for this. But no,
deal with the Diddy allegations.
It's already getting to a point where we can't tell what's AI and what's not. So it's like, it's only going to get worse from there.
They're going to have a full I mean, if not, they probably already have one, but they'll have like full AI podcasts where they'll bring two celebrities on. And like I have Chat GPT. I mess with it on my phone because I keep hearing about it. So I'll just ask it random things and try to throw it off. It's never thrown off, bro.
Well, they got that one on the Windows computers now too. You can just it's called fuck, I can't remember now, but I use it at work sometimes. It's like I know what you're talking about.
Like
I wanted to make like a contract the other day, and I was like, hey, can you type up a contract? And I just used a bunch of shit that it gave me. And
you don't even need a lawyer no more to do that shit. Like you don't even need a person to do that.
Right. It's nuts.
The Sphere in Las Vegas has a AI robot. It looks just like the robots in what's that Will Smith movie?
iRobot.
Exactly. It's too much work for me to add the video on here now, but
I've seen what you're talking about.
People
Yeah.
like stand around asking it questions, and it'll just be like, "Yes, human."
Yeah.
If it calls you human, it's gonna kill you. It's
It's gonna kill
gathering
you.
enough information up to be like to communicate somehow to start building other.
Did you?
Robot.
Yeah.
Robots.
Our phones, especially, they hear everything.
Everything is our computer is your phone. Your phone is just a smaller computer. The Xbox, I don't think could listen, but that's a smart TV, so it's definitely could.
Yeah. You don't have Netflix. You probably haven't watched yet. That 3 Body Problem show on Netflix that just came out. It's called 3 Body Problem, but it's basically about it's about aliens coming to Earth and shit. But we have a lot of time to prepare, Anyways, but one of the things they talked about in that show is how like it took us so long to get from like bows and arrows and shit to guns, but then after that, like we just kept getting faster and faster and faster and like getting new things quicker and quicker and quicker and quicker.
It's not going to slow down.
No, and then it's just we just get so much better at it as the time goes on. So now that we have all this AI shit, once like the police and all these people start using it, like to make,
I mean, they already are.
Make it look like you're doing a crime that like you're on video. You're like, oh shit, like.
Did you remember when they first came out with the lights, the stop light, the cameras on the lights?
Oh yeah.
And everybody's like, "Fuck that, dude! That's old news now."
Yeah.
And people don't even care that it's like it's still normal. Like if you run a red light, you're still gonna get that.
Yeah.
But now you're just like, "Oh, I just pay it." Bruh. Families struggle to afford daycare after billions in pandemic era. Dude, oh my god.
Man, that was creepy. There she was listening to you, dude.
Robot.
It's tracking my heart rate, dude.
We are sucking the robots off, dude. And
Sucking robot dick.
Would you rather be? I don't know if I'd rather be in a war with a war underlord or a robot overlord.
Well,
a robot overlord is gonna. Oh shit! We might have to pause it, bro. We're skipping.
Yeah.
Yep, we're gonna pause.
Skip it.
I might have to do a full restart.
Yeah, the ones from the early '90s are hardcore.
There's one. Cops is my. When I was a kid, I don't have many. I've said this in very early episodes, and I do remember. My memory is shot, and I don't remember when I was a younger kid. But I vaguely remember is my mom would watch Cops on Saturday when it would come on, and I would
the brand new episodes when they
and this was like the early 2000s, whatever. But so now I just watch Cops, and I have every episode from season 1, which would have been 89. And so I always watch the early 90s, and they used to have people getting fucking killed, like dead on there, like dead bodies on it and stuff. Obviously, they don't have that in the newer ones, but
right.
Cops was lit, dude. I don't give a fuck. I don't mind the police, to be honest with you. I think there's just good cops. I don't think there's,
we can't even, I don't think we've potted since OJ died, dude. That's our boy. We talked a lot about OJ on the show. All right,
how weird. Yeah, he had I believe that. What do you believe he did it? I know he did it. That's not it.
I think he did it.
I don't think he knew he did it. I think he blacked out.
Yeah.
I think his theory, his story.
He browned out, where he kind of remembers little bits of it.
He browned out.
For real, he probably remembers little bits of it.
Do you know what he wrote in that book
about the meth?
If I did
stuff?
it, yeah, he did meth right before he went in there and he started arguing, and then that dude Goldman walked in to give her sunglasses back.
Yeah.
During it, but he says somebody else did it when he was there.
Right.
But he doesn't remember it because he blacked out. I think he did. He just took a bunch of meth and just one of them did it, and then like snapped out and like, and he had blood. He's like, I don't fucking know anything. I don't know what happened.
That's a lesson to all you kids out there. If you're gonna argue with your girl, don't do meth beforehand,
or do a shit ton of it, and you can get away. You can get away with it, boys. Yeah. But he lived so long. That was very early. Like he would have been maybe our age, maybe a little older when he did. And he was in those police movie, Leslie Nielsen movies. Fuck.
Oh, what was the name of those movies?
Naked Gun.
Yeah.
And he was good in them, funny as fuck.
Oh, he's
like
charismatic as fuck.
Charismatic,
dude.
And I would watch It Is What It Is, and he would be on that, and I'm like, he's still somebody who killed two people like that. Like if you shoot two people long range and you just run, he sliced the fuck out of them in his house, and I do believe his kids was there, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was just a normal day.
Just a normal day.
Well, no, she came home from. They went out to eat. He was supposed to go with them because it was like his daughter's ballet thing. He didn't go because he had a flight or something. And then they got in an argument about it or something, so he went to her house, but he picked up his friend Charlie beforehand. And then did meth. And then AC was the dude who drove him in the thing, but Charlie was the drug dealer. They went to the house. Somehow he got back, but there was a limo driver at his house, so he had to sneak through the back because he was supposed to leave to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I've watched so many different things on that. The one with Cuba Gooding Jr., rapist, who he was one of Diddy's assailants.
Oh, I'm sure.
He is. He's named in the thing.
Oh, really?
Cuba Gooding Jr., French Montana,
Damn,
so
Snow
far.
Dogs, dude.
Meek Mill. No, Meek Mill was a rapee, not a rapist.
Yeah, he was a recipient.
Man, I can't even listen to his slappers no more, dude. Because like, you're not a dude. You can't be a dude. Look, if Diddy's like, here's $1 million. All right, we're gonna go take care of this business. I'd be like, keep that. I'm good.
Yeah.
You can't do that and then rap gangster. You cannot to me. You can't.
We don't know if it's true or not.
If they found out that Eminem did that and it was true, I couldn't listen to him, and he's one of my favorites.
Right.
I'd be like, dude, you can't do that. You can be fake, sure, and be from the suburbs and do it, but you cannot be letting men get in that booty and do it. You can't.
There's probably some gay gangster rappers, dude.
There is. There's supposed to be most of them.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what they say. That's what Pimp C used to say of UGK.
Oh,
Bun
yeah,
being
yeah.
Pimp. That's why people think he died, because he used to call them all out.
Yeah.
He'd say mostly every one of them.
Right.
That's how he's like. That's how they get in. They suck their way in. They suck their way to the top.
Suck me blue.
They suck their blue.
Yeah. We had like ADHD podcast.
What if every comedian? What if every comedian had to suck Joe Rogan and get on his show?
I bet some of them do.
Well, that dude with the weird haircut definitely did, because Schultz. God, that dude's not funny. He's the least. Well, now that you think about it, who out of that group of people is actually funny, worth seeing?
Probably only just Shane Gillis, probably, but
that's it.
He's not even really like in that group.
I don't even think he's that funny stand up. I think he's decent stand up.
Yeah,
but I don't think he's no old. I don't think stand up's funny anymore, to be honest with you. But no. I think it's dead. But
all they do is bitch about getting canceled and shit.
I think he's a good. He has a good podcast.
Yeah,
I'll give him that. But either way, dude, there's not one funny dude that dude's put on.
Even Rogan's not funny. Has you ever heard his stand up, dude? Even back in the day,
he just yells really
horrible,
loud.
Dude.
You're not an alien! Suck my dick! Yeah, fuck him. No, I'm just kidding. Don't fuck him. He's cool. I like his stuff. There was something else, dude, I had to bring up, but I can't remember. I'm stuffed from that chicken, honestly. That chicken cordon bleu I had.
That shit was delicious.
It wasn't bad.
Nice little. Let's stick it around.
The chicken wasn't seasoned that well, but
no, it was kind of. Yeah, it was kind of.
It was good bland.
But that's why you had to put pump that chipotle aioli on there.
Yeah, and that bacon too. That give them a little salt, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got. If you go to a restaurant and you order a burger or a chicken sandwich or something, you have to get bacon, because they will not season that meat. They can't, because people have diabetes and shit.
Yeah, if you're ordering a fried chicken sandwich, your diabetes is long.
I think that bar that we were at is like a old school swinger bar, dude. Because that dude that you let sit beside us, when you went to the bathroom, was like just straight, like looked over at me and was just staring. I think he wanted us to bang his wife. Like, you look at they probably went in there like, there's not going to be any young guys in there, and then you're like, we'll move over for you, and he's like,
oh babe. Yeah, this is
he's like,
opportunity.
He's like, this is a Coinkydink. This isn't a Coinkydink. This is a fucking
fate.
This is fate. There's a black one and a white one. Your dealer's choice.
Do you guys same time? Or
same time.
To turn my wife into Swiss cheese.
No, seriously. When you left, he just kept looking over. He's like, I was like, I like Miller Lite. You like whatever you're drinking. Turn my wife into Swiss cheese.
We moved down, and they moved down over farther, and so I'm like,
yeah, we could have just stayed where we was at, man.
Yeah,
well, that person left right as they showed.
Yeah. She was just sitting there drinking that mimosa at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's like a lot of the older people go in there, and then. Well, I don't think that's really a young person area, a young person bar.
No, it used to be the real trash hole. Back when
but that used to be on the other. Yeah, when you move away, you're good.
Yeah, they wanted to turn themselves to a classy establishment.
It's going down. That downtown is Clozel's is a shithole. All that's a shit. You know what? I haven't been down there that night.
I think the same 5 people own all those bars and stuff now too.
Point, yeah, that one's a pizza place now. City Tap.
I remember you telling me that.
It's not even a.
But don't you have to go to the back and order?
It's called Red Sky. Yeah, it's like that place we went to, 419 or whatever that.
Oh yeah.
You have to go order in the back, get the food back there, but the bar's still the same.
Yeah.
But it's a pizza place now. Ain't that wild? The pizza's not bad, but it's super. It's like this big, and it's $30-something.
Jesus.
It's artesian pizza.
Man, I miss City Tap's old food, dude.
I miss everything.
I know. I miss being young and alive.
Dude,
I was also this commercial. They had them using these gang flings. Why are they in a laundromat? Like they couldn't show them at home. Like just doing Ted Cruz. I thought that was Ted Cruz.
Wait, that is Ted Cruz.